Hey everyone, we are going to do a little art project. Today we are going to use these things. They're called clothespins and those start with the letter C too. And we're also talking about fall, so I thought we'd do a little clothespin painting to make a fall tree. So first thing you're going to do, I have a piece of white paper and I have a piece of brown paper because I want to make the brown part of the tree. Remember we talked about this in class? The brown part of the tree, the bottom, is called the trunk. So for me, I'm going to take my brown paper and I'm going to trace my hand. If you have a grown-up at home, they can help you trace your hand. If you don't have brown paper, you can trace your hand onto the white paper and just color it in with brown, with crayon or marker or whatever you want. So I'm just going to cut out my hand and it's going to be the trunk of my tree. Now, I don't know if you have a grown-up at home, you can try to cut out your hand. Grown-ups, this is great practice for their cutting. Hands are really hard to cut out, so I wouldn't expect them to even look anywhere near perfect, but you know what? This is what we say at school. If you try, it's not gonna be perfect, but the only way you learn is if you practice, practice, practice. So, you know, I say go ahead. Hands are really hard to cut out, and if they can do it, I will be so impressed and so proud of them. Okay, so here is my hand that I have, and I'm just going to take my glue stick and I'm gonna glue it. Oh, there goes the top of my glue stick. And I'm gonna glue it onto my white paper. Now, because we are in the season of fall, and we're talking about fall or autumn, we learned that there's another word for autumn. I wanted to use colors that we see on fall trees. So I thought, what colors do we use? Do you know? We have orange, so we're gonna use some orange paint. There's some orange. What other colors do you think we should use? Red. I see beautiful red leaves outside yesterday for my walk. So I definitely want to make sure those red, bright red leaves on the fall trees are beautiful. And then I have some yellow paint because there are lots of yellow leaves out there too. All right, now I'm going to show you what I have in my clothespins. I have a clothespin and I have ones with cotton balls. Can you see that? Those are cotton balls, and those are going to, if we dip it in the paint, and they're going to make sure we have leaves all over our tree, that's going to have kind of a funny look. So I have some clothespins with cotton balls, but I also have some clothespins that has just some crumpled up aluminum foil. You can do crumpled up paper, you can try different things, but that's going to give your leaves a different texture on your tree, and you can mix them all up and paint them, and it's going to be beautiful. So go ahead and get your stuff out and get going on that. I'm going to finish painting my tree and come back and show you what it looks like. Okay everyone, I finished painting my tree, and I used all the reds and the yellows and the orange and mixed it all together, and I'm going to show you. Oh, look at that. Does that look like a beautiful fall tree? I even put leaves down at the bottom because outside, you know, the leaves are starting to fall on the grass, and you see all the cover of leaves on the ground too. So I hope you guys try this at home. Send me some pictures. I got pictures yesterday. So happy to see everybody doing art and counting their coins. I was just happy to see your faces. So anyway, send me some pics of your beautiful fall trees.